Hey guys, so welcome to the first ever bonus episode of the Teen Whisperers show, and where you get to hear some amazing people to talk about marketing, business, technology, life, and whatnot. So in today's episode, we have someone, and trust me, guys, when I say this, if you go to a LinkedIn account and see her writing, you will actually become jealous of copywriters. Okay, so because the way these guys actually narrate the particular incident is actually interesting and will keep you on the edge. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome Pragati to the show. She's a copywriter and a content writer also. So, Pragati, welcome to the show. Please tell a little bit about yourself and your work so far.
Okay, thank you so. First of all, I would like to thank you, Jeffrey, for having me and giving me this opportunity because even this is my first podcast. So basically, I am from Bhopal and I completed my schooling and graduation from here itself. Then for MBA, I moved to Indore. So yeah, that was related to my academics. And apart from that, coming to I started copywriting and content writing a year before, and I'm a full-time freelancer. I do both content creation as well as copywriting.
Oh, that's great. And this is this interesting fact I actually got from a friend of mine. I don't know that it's true or not, but he said that as he's a copywriter, he said that it's actually easy to get. I don't know if I say this. If I say this, I don't know will it portray me as a sexist or anything like that. But okay, I will say. He said that it's easy to get someone to get convinced. Like, how do I say this? Okay, it's easy to get a girl. Okay, so like to like how to say
Easy for a girl
to
to get a client.
no, not a client, like as a boy I'm saying that he said that as I'm a copywriter, if you want to ask someone else for a date, it's not actually easy. You just can't go over and ask will you come on a date. It's not that you have to use this yes ladder and whatever, all the stuff. So is it actually true? Is it actually that copywriter guys are always charming? It is actually true or not?
Uh, well, maybe yes. I can't say because yeah, they are good with words. So maybe like if we don't go with this looks and all, but yeah, they have an aura and a personality that like attracts. Like they have this play with words kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, because he actually exaggerates a lot, saying that I do that, and I don't know, maybe sometimes I kind of get jealous of him. But when he says that, I actually wonder, like, because it's not easy to play with words, because now people are actually jumping onto video and audio and stuff. So I was just thinking like whether it's actually possible or not. So thanks for the answer, and definitely I will ask him out like whether he actually does that.
Yeah.
I know this wasn't the part of the questions, but it's actually I wanted to answer, to just to get the more authentic answer from you. So
Yeah.
around that. So the first thing I would ask is that this is something I also struggle with a lot, like the pricing your services. Like you're a copywriter and you can price your services regarding number of words, I think so. So how do you do that?
Well, I would say कि content writing and copywriting are two different fields. So, and there are no set pricing standards in copywriting and content writing. It may vary depending upon the writer, upon the experience level, expertise, or the scope of the project. So there are basically three pricing methods, that is per word basis, per hour basis, and per project basis. So I personally prefer to go with per project basis because like coming to this per word basis. So what happens is I personally feel ki why to waffle on 1,000 words when you can just write more effective and engaging content or an article or a blog in just 500 words, because at the end what matters is the quality, not the number of words. And same is the case with per hour, because coming to this per hour basis, now what I feel is let's consider this a newbie, right? So he will take like 3 to 4 hours to complete that particular project, and a same project that given to an experienced person, he will take like an hour or two, that's it. So this efficiency comes with time, and paying per hour wouldn't be justified to someone who is much more efficient. So I personally go with this per project basis, like what I and the client what we can mutually agree upon. So a project and the fixed amount. And another benefit of going with per project basis is I feel ki full advance payment is possible because at that money matters, right?
Yeah.
And income is clearly defined. And also it saves time and avoids a lot of confusion that comes in this per word basis, because counting the words at the end and then coming up with the invoices and all, it's quite difficult if we go with per word basis. And yeah, same is the case with per hour also. So I go with per project basis.
Oh, that's great because I was actually having a video editing client for that. So he actually asked me that
Hmm.
can we charge your services for per hour basis because that's what their company obviously do. So I said I actually had no idea what that means when it comes to per hour basis means I don't know because sometimes if my mind is right because when you're editing and copywriting and stuff your mind has to be in a proper manner. If it's like swindling
Yes.
you can't actually work on that. So
Exactly. That
yeah.
writer's block thing is this damn real. So there are days when I'm like staring at the screen of the computer and like whole day go by and the
Yeah.
screen is still blank. I'm not able to type a single word.
Hmm.
So that's difficult. So that there are days when I'm not able to do anything. I'm not
Yeah.
able to write a word also. And there are days when I can complete like 3 to 4 thousand words in a flow.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends.
Yeah, you're right, and that's why I said to him that I don't charge you because I mean, like, if that's not right, then he's saying that for an hour is charging $10. So if I say that for an hour I charge
Mhm.
$10, and if it's like you said, if you're sitting in the whole screen, trying to write something, and it's taking you 24 hours a day, then you can't charge them $240. So it's impossible for
Exactly.
that. So I said
Yeah.
that for a package deal I will do it. Yeah, and I can totally agree on that. So it's better to do like you said, project per basis. And just one thing is
Mm.
that there's this guy called Russell Brunson. Okay, he is the CEO of software called ClickFunnels. It's a kind of actually a funnel builder, website. It's that he actually said once he wrote a copywriting script for $20,000. He paid to a guy and he got the script, but there is that he didn't get a single lead out of it. Right, not even a single lead out of it. So when a client approaches you, is it because is it because depends on the leads, like let's say for example you are writing 3,000 words and they're saying that
Mhm.
if they couldn't get a single lead out of it, they're thinking it's nice, the client said, oh, it's really great, we can implement this, they will implement it, and they couldn't get a single lead out of it. Do they have any kind of opinion on you because of your writing we didn't get any lead? Is it anything like that happened?
Well, I guess content writing and copywriting are like coming to the basics.
uh,
Content writing is basically informative based, so you
mhm.
educate the audience or the readers, and copywriting is basically to persuade someone.
Yeah.
It's an ad copy or a sales copy, right?
Mhm.
So, writing 3,000 words, like as you said, writing 3,000 words in copywriting. I don't. One line I read. I was like reading a book day before yesterday.
Mhm.
So there was a line like the more you think, the less you ink. So I guess yeah. So yeah, in copywriting, it's like yeah, you need to like convince people in the least possible number of words that you
Mhm.
can. So yeah, I just missed up on the question. Can you please just repeat
Yeah,
it?
it's just that you have given them the script, right? They have asked you
Yeah.
something, provided them.
Okay. Yeah. Leads
Uh,
thing. Huh.
yeah, if they
Yes. Lead
couldn't get
thing.
you any, if they didn't get any leads, is the mistake is on them, or I mean, like, or on you, because it's because the script that the ads didn't convert or anything like that. Because I mean, tons of factors like pictures or the product itself, that may be tons of factors. But has anyone ever said to you that it's because of your copy that we didn't get any leads, anything like that?
No, actually, it
Wow,
has
that's
not
great.
happened yet. So,
Yet.
but yeah, there's
That's
one
dangerous
thing.
one.
Like copywriting, copywriting and digital marketing goes hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
So it may be the problem can be from the copywriting part also, and the problem
Mhm.
can arise from the digital marketing part also. Maybe the content was not promoted as well as it needs to.
Yeah.
Maybe the hashtags were not used properly. Maybe the
Mhm.
promotional tools were not as effective, or maybe the part can, or maybe the
Mhm.
mistake can be in the copywriting part also. Maybe the sales copy was not so persuasive, that so persuading to
Mhm.
the clients or to the readers and all. So
Mhm.
yeah, in that case, what I can do is I can make the changes and we can work upon that copy once again. So
Mhm.
that's not an issue, because at the end what matters is like the service that I deliver. Or because if the client is not getting the results from my service, that's of no
Mhm.
use. Even I won't feel like charging charging some amount from him.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that won't be a free. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. And you are actually, I think you actually worked with many clients, from outside India as well. Is that correct?
Yes, I work with international clients too.
Wow, that's great. And working with them, what do you actually find the difference between working with Indians and those people? I mean, like, I know, because sometimes it's kind of hard to convince an Indian rather than convince a foreigner. I know that. So what do you actually think is a difference between those? Because if people is trying to get a client of outside India and they don't know how to properly communicate with them, so what do you want to tell to those people? Like, how do they want to persuade them in order to get their gig?
Well, I don't think there's much difference because they are at the end they are also humans, right? And at the end, yeah.
Okay.
So human psychology, yeah.
Mm,
So they're also humans. What differs is the work culture, right?
mhm,
So the timings, the time zone differs. So it's like I get a call at 4 a.m. I get a call at 12 p.m.
mhm,
So managing that is difficult. So yeah, to persuade an international client, there are clients I have from India that pay me more than international clients. And at the end, what depends is what services are you offering, what kind, what's your writing style, and if
mhm.
if it matches with the client's requirement, then of course they will pay you the amount you ask for.
No, even you
So
said the Indians actually, pay a lot more than foreigners do. I kind of have this, kind of inferiority complex sometimes in me. Is that am I actually charging more for my services? I actually have this because for me, I don't have any, too much cost on my side when it comes to editing and stuff. But because one thing happened was when I was saying that my charges were around $40 for a work, he asked, and he was so genuine. He said that you are charging less, so I will give you $100, do that work. Not many people will say that. Not many people will say I will give you more amount for the profit. So he's also another podcast I got in this podcast. So not many people, definitely not many people will say it. So have you ever felt like your the money that you're charging is less or more? Any sort of thing, how to get out of that dilemma? You have any experiences on that? In your journey, you can say that.
so yeah, actually, I have shared like 2 3 posts also on on this LinkedIn
Mhm,
on this pricing strategy and this. So yeah, one post was related to this this international client from Dubai.
mhm.
So what happened is, yeah, though I have posted, but I'll just repeat it here
Yeah.
again. So what it was like, he contacted me at I guess 3 or 4 a.m. So he came up with an urgent requirement. So I quoted him X price for that.
Mhm,
So he was like, okay. And in the morning, when he just made the payment, he paid me double of it because the thing was, he was like, it was an urgent requirement. You picked up my call at that point of time, and you literally delivered it within 8 hours. I actually the deadline was I guess 12 p.m. I
mhm.
delivered it at 10 a.m. So he was
Wow.
sort of happy. So it all what comes at the end. Let's boil up in one sentence: what services you delivered. At the end,
Mhm,
what value you are providing to the customer, that
mhm,
matters. So yeah, just sum up the services, the amount of time you are putting, the amount of
mhm.
efforts you are putting, what knowledge, what expertise, and add up everything and then come up with a cost.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
that's good.
yeah, there are no set standards for the content or copywriting.
Mhm,
One thing I would say, ki,
mhm,
if you think the amount you are charging justifies the amount of work done by you can go for
mhm.
that.
Wow, that's good. That's good. You know, this is something because you said that he actually paid you double, for that, for the services that you paid, and you said the word value. Okay, because this is something that I think people are really confused right now. So I'm going to ask you this, to clarify this doubt. What is actually value? Okay, because sometimes people will say that, if it's actually receiving the benefit more than the amount that we paid. I think so. Somewhere around that kind of definition. So what's value according to your copywriting career?
So uh, so value, as I studied in marketing, so first
Mhm.
chapter was based on this. So value is basically benefits minus the cost. So
That's
in
actually,
layman,
I think that's actually, savings minus expenses. I think that's actually a resemblance on that. Savings minus expenses or whatever it comes in. Yeah, income,
so
I think so.
that's yeah. So like to be precise, value is what
Mhm.
you are offering at a particular cost,
Mhm.
like what services or what product. Like if you go
So so coming on to this, okay, how do you actually get over competition? This is if you use your MBA right now, because I actually wanted to, because as a copywriter, he would actually, people say that I could find the person who actually deliver the same exact words, same exact everything, for a less cost. Okay, if someone is supposed to say to you like that, how do you actually not convince them, but just say to them that why my service is better? Okay. So if you have any come across any experience like that, just let us know.
So to be very
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I can understand that, and it's kind of hard to. But sometimes I'm gonna feel guilty of this because sometimes the vibe doesn't set right with the client, and I don't want to pick up that. But
yes,
just for the
yes,
sake of it,
exactly.
I would
Vibe
say,
matters.
yeah.
Yeah, vibe matters. I would like to share an experience. Like,
Hmm.
I signed an agreement with a company from Canada.
Hmm.
So I won't disclose the name. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
So yeah, so I signed an agreement, and during the orientation part, he just explained me. He just took me through the company, like the organizational structure and everything.
Hmm.
What I felt is he was kind of a bit rude and disrespectful. So after cutting the call, in I guess in next 2 hours, I literally gave a thought to it, and I just typed a resignation letter to it, because I cannot work in a culture
Yeah,
who just limits my scope of creativity. Because the thing is, content writing, copywriting is something that requires mental peace.
yeah.
And if you're like giving me instructions like do this, that's fine. If you
Hmm.
That's fine. Like telling me, giving me the guidelines, it's fine. But if you're like harnessing my mental peace and something, I
Wow, wow. If after hearing that, I think so. I'm like, have I ever been in mental peace when I'm working? I actually always thought of that. But what emotion do you actually choose? In order to this copywriting, because I'll be totally frank here, because sometimes I actually use anger. Okay, because whenever I am actually angry and sad, my brain works really, really productive, and I don't know. It's actually. Uh, I don't know. It's a good thing, but you there?
yes, yes.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, I kind of use how to say anger and sadness. That's actually kind of my more productive way for becoming a better editor or anything or sort of thing. So when you are writing, I just want to know the emotion behind it. Is it like happy, or how to say, too much focused, anything like that?
So yeah, I cannot work while I'm angry or something. So
Oh, guilty as charged.
because I'll I'll spoil that work to be very honest. So for me, it's like I need a calm and composed environment. I need to
Mhm.
focus on it, because like working on a tagline or something, like to write that 5 words, I need to do like research 4 or 5 for four or
Mhm.
five hours, and then I
Mhm.
come up with that. So it needs like peace of mind, and I generally prefer to do this copywriting thing at night, because that
Yeah.
that point we don't have any kind of distractions from
Mhm.
social media or any calls to attend or something. So yeah, that copywriting thing I prefer to do it at night,
Mhm.
because environment
I mean,
now it varies person to person. Like you can work with that emotion or whatever works best for you, go for it. There's no hard and fast rule. If you are like if you can able to if you are able to deliver that 100% in that particular
mhm.
thing, so you can go for it.
Wow. I mean, like, I'm the only one who's actually in this emotion while doing creative, I think so. I don't know. It kind of actually it is kind of making me focus, because yeah, sometimes I get brainwashed by these Hollywood movies, right? Because many Hollywood movies, they will say that when you're angry you are focused, but when you're happy it's actually more focused. So it's kind of sentences that I've heard from many movies. So yeah, I think maybe I'm the only one who's actually in this state of mind.
No, but if you are okay with it, you can do. No, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, but sometimes.
Everyone has their own way of working.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But sometimes I think it may limit my, efficiency, but still I think it's good. So before going on to this one technical question, I just want to, just to relax this conversation, just want to ask you this: who was actually the last person that you actually made smile today?
My mom, while I was
Wow.
like preparing for this podcast. So
Why
I
is
just
it
told
something
her
that
about
you
all this.
teased? Yeah, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
So yeah, at the last conversation I had with her.
So is it because like did she tease you like anything like who are you doing with anything like that?
Yes, yes.
Got it. I know. So do you mind elaborating it?
uh,
No, oh my God.
I don't
Is it
have
that
words
bad?
actually.
Is it that bad? Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe it.
No, 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 no.
Oh, maybe
Okay.
I'll ask this after
Yeah,
the podcast been ended. Maybe I'll ask that. I think
yeah, sure. We
I
can
don't
we can
want to.
continue after that.
I don't want to let go of my pride and ego in this podcast. I think so. So we will do that after that.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Okay, it's just two more questions. Before closing is that. So first is
Sure.
this is not normal stuff. Obviously, many people will ask you is that what are the tools that you would actually suggest in order to write a better copy when it comes to copywriting, like websites and anything and stuff.
Write a better copy.
Yeah.
Okay. So to write a better copy, yeah, that's a good question. And yeah, like keeping it simple and all that makes it engaging.
Oh, so simple as that. I think I can start my copywriting career right now. I think so.
No, because the thing is key content writing is basically more of informative, but copywriting is like key, you need to write just 2 lines. So you need to complete everything in that 2 lines. So keep it as simple as you can. That's what I can say.
Wow, that's great. So one final thing before closing is that now as the COVID-19 actually got bad and everyone is so suffering because of job loss, and as from personal experience, I'm saying I don't know whether I will get a job or not after after my college gets over.
You will, of course,
No,
you will get.
no, I'm still trying because I kind of wanted to go to Accenture, to get a job as a inside of marketing because I like the culture. I don't know. I guess kind of like culture where my opinions matter a little bit, not that much because I know I'm a newbie who would listen to me a little bit,
So
just a little.
you think that in marketing your opinions doesn't matter?
If it's good, I think
Hello.
people will take it. Yeah, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, yes. I guess there's
Yeah,
some network issue. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. What do you say? You said the opinion. Please can you repeat that?
Yeah. So, no, just asking,
Uh-huh.
like it's a off-topic question. So, you think
It's okay.
in marketing your opinion doesn't matter because you said,
If it's good or if it's bad, I think so. I don't know where I'm come because there will be people like who has high experience and they will know a lot of stuff for that. So yeah, I think sometimes it's just my opinion matters a little bit on that. So if that's a culture that I could get in, I think, I mean, like, not too formal or saying these are the words that you should use, and to talk with people, not too much strict and stringent, but that's the only culture. I mean, like, money is something that's, yeah, I can do that, but still, I think if I could get into the culture, that would be really great. So yeah, I don't want to get a job on that. So the reason why I want to ask you is this: is it possible to have a career as a copywriter or a content writer, after this post COVID, in a company rather than a freelancer? Because in a company, when it goes to, I think I actually heard in a company, they actually pay you less as a content writer or anything like that. But when it comes to freelancing, you can actually charge a lot. As far as that, I've done my research. So what do you actually think is the career opportunity for this after this post COVID?
a career opportunity as a full-time copywriter.
Yeah, full-time copywriter or as a freelancer, which actually do you think is the best to take it up?
So it depends upon a person. Like if you're a 9 to 5 person, if you're okay with it, then you can go for a full-time job. But yeah, if you are like looking for some sort of excitement on a daily basis, because freelancing, to be honest,
Yeah.
is full of uncertainties. You never know because you never know what is coming on your way. It's a like roller coaster ride because every day you start like following up with the clients,
Yeah.
and every day you are like pitching to new clients and you're getting prospects, and then you need to convert them. So it's a whole process. What you do in what because I have never worked as a full-time copywriter or content writer. So what I feel is key, if you're in a full-time job, then you just need to do this writing part. But as a freelancer, it's a wholesome process.
Yeah.
Like you need to look at, you as a finance manager, you need to look after the finances, you need to prepare the invoices.
Yeah.
As a you need to generate leads. So lead generation comes first, then you need to convert those leads, then you need to maintain the client's relationship. So maintaining the client relationship management is, I guess, really very important. I would say it's the most important part because very important. Then yeah, writing is a part. Writing is of course the main part of it. Then you need to close, and then you need to send the copies, and also it's a wholesome process. And in addition to this, if you really need to grow as a freelancer, you need to work with others. So managing a team and then outsourcing the work to them, and then delegating it means like outsourcing or delegating the work to them, getting the work done from them. It's I would say it's a process. So in a full-time job, you are working just as a copywriter, but as a freelancer, you are all-rounder. You need to be an all-rounder.
Yeah, right.
So
Because
yeah,
even if your copywriting is actually really good, but if you don't maintain a good relationship, I think he or she definitely won't agree to it, because human emotions
exactly,
can be
exactly.
pretty crazy sometimes. So yeah, I think this will be go on that.
Yes, yes. You need to be great with writing. You need to be great with persuading the clients. You need to be great with like maintaining the relationships, following up with them, and everything. Like you need to just you need to be just in contact with them. No matter if you have completed a project with a client,
Mhm.
I just be in touch with them so that if any further requirements or and the and the most important thing is the clients that you have worked with, they will
Mhm.
recommend you to like four other clients.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
that's the most important part of the client relationship management, I guess. So that helps you to grow as a person, as a freelancer. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. That's really good. And it's been a really great conversation. And just one thing, is there anything else you want to ask me other than that? What you actually said, DNA? Because it's kind of really hard to answer that again. So I will definitely, just edit that part and put inside the, the content. But still, please don't. I'm really afraid on that. Answering that question again.
I actually don't remember. Can you just repeat it? I
Is there anything
can't
else you want to
recall
ask me?
that. No, no, that part that you said. Okay,
Yes.
okay, sure. So we'll take it up after this, है ना?
Awesome. That's great. So, guys, this is Pragati. Who she actually shared a lot of insights about copywriting and how to do with client relationship and experience as well. So yeah, we have discussed a lot of stuff like the return on investment if it's not possible, or the tools, and how this copywriting works. I like always, I'll give every link in the description for the timestamps up. So if you guys have any doubt, I will give her links in the description for connecting with her on LinkedIn and everything and stuff. So make sure you go and check out her writings, and it's really interesting because I try at least 2 to 4 hours, narrating a video or a post or picture, but she kind of gets more engagement on just writing like for 5 to 6 lines. So it's kind of really sometimes it's kind of really how to say getting. And it's not angry or anything, just jealous. But you should check that out, guys. It's really amazing. So, Prati, thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. It really means a lot. So
Thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you.
that's so good. Thanks so much. I'm honored for that. So, guys, thanks so much for listening. If you guys have any questions, leave in the comment section below, and definitely I will tag her on that so you can ask her. Or if there's something that I couldn't answer, definitely I will forward it to her so she can answer as well. So, thanks so much for listening to this. I'll see you guys next podcast.